Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Welcome to freetradingvideos.com. Let's take a look at the market. S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, Russell's, everybody's up. Dow and NASDAQ were up over 2%. S&P was up 2.5%. Russell's was up a whopping 4.75, almost 5%. I'm telling you, usually when you have bottoms, the Russells tend to do better than the rest of them. And sure enough, we're doing almost double what everybody else is doing. Watch that Russells. Russells. And that's not talking about, let's look at it. Russells is popping up very nicely. Let's draw a couple trend lines here just to see what we have. We have a decisive breakout, especially today. Yesterday we have a falling wedge type formation. Not type, it is a falling wedge formation with a bullish divergence, and we're getting some nice follow through. We're coming close to the 20-day moving average. Now, I'll tell you, across the board, the volume is not looking that great. Volume's not being displayed here, but you can pull up like the spiders, diamonds, Qs to look at volume. Here's the S&P. As Breakout Trader was showing you, we had the rule of 4, and we had some, different hits here. This looks like we're breaking out to the upside, and we are still finding resistance at the 20-day moving average. But what's nice here is we're over this resistance area. That is nice. We do have a bullish divergence here on the MACD. But we don't have a lot of volume here. So let's see how it handles on Friday, the 20-day moving average. Now let's go here and take a look at the NASDAQ. We don't look at that too often, but we'll just look at the ETF. But NASDAQ's important to look at, especially if you're playing technicals. We'll take a look at Apple, Google, Baidu, RIM. We'll look at them all. Here, kind of a falling wedge formation, breakout. We are decisively over the 20-day moving average. The NASDAQ's doing very well. Some people say the NASDAQ is a leading indicator, and if so, everything else should go over the 20-day moving average, because we're already seeing that on the NASDAQ or on the Qs. So it's very nice. Let's look at the index itself. $COMPQ. We're not over the 20-day yet. Not over the 20-day yet. So watch that 20-day moving average across the board. Now, while we're here, let's go ahead and look at Apple. Kind of a double bottom, or kind of a little step up here on Apple. Apple's been having a nice run. We were at $90 just last week. We're at $111 right now. Apple's showing some strength. If I draw a trend line coming up here, we have another one coming down. We have a triangle formation, symmetrical triangle breakout. The volume isn't nearly as impressive as I would have guessed it to be, on a true breakout. True breakout, we should have had some nice big volume up here, maybe up here in this area. We didn't get that. So we have a up leg. We're waiting for a pullback. As long as we can stay above these moving averages, we have the 20-day acting as support. We get a pullback there, boom, entry. That would be a nice little entry. So anyway, I would not enter this right now. Why? Because we're overextended to the high side. Wait for a pullback. Amateurs chase. Professionals wait for the pullback. So just be patient. Be patient with your trade. And while we're here, let's go to RIM. We'll draw a couple trend lines here on RIM. I like that we're over this resistance line. We have support line. We have a falling wedge formation. We do have a little pop right here with a bullish divergence on the MACD. Well, you can see where I have another one drawn here. We have a bearish divergence. I have a couple of them. Look at this. I didn't even know I had these. We're going down here. See this? We're going up here. What should happen? We should go up. Sure enough, we go up. Oh, let's look at this one. We're here too. Here we have kind of a double top. M for murder with a bearish divergence on the MACD. We should go down, and we go down. Here we have a bullish divergence. What should happen? We should go up. So let's see what happens. We need to get some strength here. I'll tell you, the news has not been good, but the markets are still been up. That's just amazing that we're defying gravity. And I'll tell you, if we're going to be heading down again, which I fully expect us to do, I think that there's going to be a lot of selling coming into this strength that we're going to see here in the markets. Let's look at Baidu. There's Baidu. Now Baidu looks a little different than everybody else. It's a little more choppy. We're not breaking any resistance areas. We're just kind of, there's our trend. This is a better short than anything. Mark my words. How much you want to bet that we're not even going to make it up here to resistance? How much you want to bet that this acts as resistance right there? We're up a number of days. Boom. I bet we start coming down already. Let's see if that actually happens. We're dropping here, and here we're going sideways. So it's a little bullish right here, but we're acting as resistance here on the 20-day moving average. If we make a lower low tomorrow, this could get nasty, but 200 should act as nice support. So it would have to bust through that. If we can bust through 200, we should head down into here, this area. That would be scrumptious. And Google. Now Google, check this dude out. Draw a couple lines here. Google a couple days ago had a nice impressive breakout on no volume, zero volume. We have a symmetrical triangle, but this is what's nice. Now watch this. We have these little bitty candlesticks right here. A lot of times you'll get these little bitty candlesticks like this, and all of a sudden, but you will see massive volume. I mean big volume like this right here on a little bitty itsy bitsy candlestick above a moving average. So watch for that. A lot of times what you'll see is a major run right after that. Now, again, the broad markets as a whole is not conducive for big runs. So I don't want to give anybody's hopes here. And to actually be talking long in this environment might give people false hopes that, hey, we're in a bullish environment, let's all go bullish. Well, you could easily have your head handed to you in this type of environment. You have to be very careful and maybe play little more short-term plays than what you might normally play in this environment. So I'm mainly just strictly day trading, but sitting on a lot of cash. I'm just not committing my employees, my dollars, my dollars. I call them employees. My employees have to be making me money in the markets. I'm just not committing them to this because we're not getting any sustained runs, any multi-legged runs out there. So there's your 8-minute video. Happy trading to you, and we will catch you in the forums. And I'm telling you, get signed up, register yourself in the forum so you can participate in our discussions. There is some wonderful discussions taking place, and we'd like to chat with you. Take care.